The lights inside the America's Got Talent theater soften as the host calls the next contestant to the stage. The audience claps politely, unaware that they are about to witness a moment that will redefine AGT history. From the side of the stage walks Marcelito Pomoy, calm, humble, and unassuming. He doesn't arrive with flashy clothes or dramatic gestures. Instead, he carries a quiet confidence that feels genuine. His posture is respectful, his smile modest, and his eyes reveal both nerves and determination. When Marcelito introduces himself, his voice is gentle. He speaks about his journey with simplicity, never boasting, never exaggerating. The judges listen attentively. Simon Cowell leans back in his chair, arms crossed, curious but clearly guarded. At this stage, he has seen thousands of singers, good ones, great ones, and forgettable ones. The audience, too, expects another strong vocal performance, nothing more. The music begins slowly. Marcelito starts singing in a deep male voice, smooth and emotionally grounded. It's powerful yet controlled, carrying warmth and discipline. The crowd nods in appreciation. This is good, very good, but still within expectations. The judges exchange brief looks that say, he can sing. The atmosphere remains calm, appreciative, but not explosive. Then, in a single breath, everything changes. Without warning, Marcelito transitions into a clear, high female voice, delicate yet commanding. The shift is instant and flawless. Gasps ripple across the theater like a wave. Audience members sit up straight. Some cover their mouths in shock. The camera cuts to Simon Cowell's face. His eyes widen, his expression frozen in disbelief. This isn't a trick. This isn't backing vocals. This is one man producing two completely different voices with perfect control. The contrast is breathtaking. The male voice returns, strong and grounded, then switches back again to the soaring female tone. Each transition is smooth, natural, and emotionally convincing. It feels like two singers sharing one soul. The theater's energy transforms from polite interest to absolute astonishment. What makes this moment truly powerful is not just the technical skill, but the emotion behind it. Marcelito isn't showing off. He's telling a story through sound. Every note feels honest. Every change in voice deepens the impact. The audience is no longer watching a contestant. They are witnessing something rare. By the end of scene 1, before the song has even finished, the atmosphere is electric. People already sense they are watching an AGT moment that will be replayed for years. This is the instant where curiosity turns into awe, and awe turns into history. As Marcelito Pomoy's performance continues, the AGT theater feels completely transformed. What began as curiosity in scene 1 now turns into pure disbelief. The judges are no longer casually listening. They are fully locked in, eyes fixed on the stage, minds struggling to process what they are hearing. Marcelito moves effortlessly between his powerful male voice and his angelic female soprano, not missing a single note. The transitions are so smooth that they feel almost unreal. It's as if two invisible singers are standing beside him, yet the spotlight reveals only one man. The audience senses the impossibility of the moment, and that's what makes it extraordinary. Simon Cowell, known for his sharp criticism and high standards, slowly leans forward. His confident posture breaks, his lips part slightly, and his eyes widen in a way rarely seen on AGT. This is not a rehearsed reaction. This is genuine shock. For a judge who has heard nearly every kind of voice in the world, Marcelito's performance challenges everything he thought was possible. Howie Mandel shakes his head repeatedly, whispering to himself as if trying to convince his brain that this is real. Heidi Klum presses her hands against her chest, emotionally overwhelmed. Her expression says what words cannot. This performance is touching something deeper than technique. Sofia Vergara watches with a stunned smile, eyes shining, caught between joy and amazement. As the music rises, Marcelito layers emotion into every note. When he sings in his male voice, it feels grounded and strong. When he switches to the female voice, it feels fragile, emotional, and soaring. Together, the voices create a duet within a single body, filling the theater with harmony that feels almost spiritual. The audience can no longer sit still. Some people stand up mid-performance. Others clap instinctively between vocal switches. Phones are forgotten. Time feels suspended. Everyone in the room understands that they are witnessing something rare, something that may never happen again on this stage. Then comes the final note. Marcelito holds it perfectly, his voice floating through the air before fading into silence. For a brief moment, there is no sound at all. That pause is powerful. It's the sound of thousands of people trying to process what just happened. Suddenly, the theater explodes. The crowd leaps to its feet in a roaring standing ovation. Cheers echo from every corner. Simon stands up, clapping hard, shaking his head in disbelief. This reaction alone confirms the magnitude of the moment. When Simon Cowell stands, history is being made. As the thunderous applause continues, Marcelito Pomoy stands alone at center stage, visibly emotional. His shoulders rise and fall as he takes a breath, absorbing the overwhelming reaction. Moments ago, he was simply another contestant walking onto the AGT stage. Now, he stands as the creator of one of the most unforgettable moments in the show's history. The judges begin to speak, but their words struggle to match the magnitude of what just occurred. Simon Cowell, still shaking his head, steps forward first. His voice carries rare sincerity as he admits that in all his years of judging talent, he has never heard anything like this. That statement alone sends another wave of cheers through the audience. For Simon, known for skepticism and high standards, to say this publicly is a seal of greatness. Howie Mandel follows, calling the performance mind-blowing and impossible. He points out that it wasn't just a vocal trick, it was storytelling, control, and emotion combined. Heidi Klum, clearly moved, praises Marcelito's courage and uniqueness, her eyes filled with admiration. Sofia Vergara smiles warmly, calling him magical and unforgettable. Each judge agrees on one thing. This performance has redefined what AGT considers talent. Marcelito listens humbly, hands clasped, nodding gently. He doesn't celebrate loudly. Instead, he bows his head slightly in gratitude. His humility becomes part of the legend. The audience responds again with chants of his name, filling the theater with pure energy. Backstage, the moment spreads like wildfire. Crew members replay the performance on monitors, shaking their heads in disbelief. Producers exchange knowing glances. This is television gold. Within minutes, social media begins to light up. Clips are shared, reactions flood in, and comments pour from around the world. Viewers struggle to describe what they've heard, calling him two singers in one body, and a voice from another world. What makes Scene 3 so powerful is the realization of impact. This wasn't just a great performance, it was a defining moment. AGT has seen magicians, dancers, and vocalists rise, but Marcelito broke a boundary no one even knew existed. He didn't just perform on the stage, he reshaped it. As the scene closes, Marcelito walks off stage to a standing ovation that refuses to fade. The lights dim, but the memory stays bright. From this moment forward, whenever people speak of AGT's most iconic auditions, his name becomes unavoidable.